A library is a community, it's a place to have interest for everyone. There's something for everyone here.
A high school library is usually a place reserved for reading and doing research. Stoney Evans, the library media specialist at Lakeside High School in Hot Springs, along with his staff and teachers, worked together to introduce the award-winning book Out of the Dust to 8th graders. But quiet is not the word to describe this school's library.
Oh, maybe that's him.
Yeah! Ethel! Woo! Boy, I'm telling you, that wind out there blowing something fierce, and that sand gets all over everything. Oh!
Welcome to the 1930s. The setting is Joyce City, Oklahoma.
Yeah!
During the interactive experience, called a collaboration, students moved from station to station where they listened to music, speeches by FDR, and ate food, all from the Great Depression era, which was the setting of the book.
I would say the collaborations are both fun and different, but you learn very much at the same time. You know, it is a lot of fun to come down here with your friends and eat food from, the book that you're reading about. It really brings the stories that you're reading about off the pages into life.
So I think a collaboration like that comes together when teachers come to us with ideas and they share, hey, what if we tried this? And then our team shares the same thing. Hey, well, what if we tried this? What if we dressed up like farmers for the Dust Bowl to try to make an experience for these kids that they will never forget? So how in 50 minutes can we bring them in here and introduce that book to them in a way that will help them understand it better, that will get them excited about the content?
But it just feels like they've learned a lot, more about the topic and the time period than they had before. So I think it would have been a more traditional, here is a reading comprehension sheet and let's read this and analyze it together, instead of, all right, let's go, let's get to the different stations, which is what we do now.
One of the biggest things I've seen is the difference is now all of our teachers are collaborating with our librarians and our media staff, and they're co-teaching like in a classroom setting. They'll bring their classes in here and they're using the library as an extension of their classroom, not just sending them in here to research. They're actually coming in here, teaching the class, and using our media staff too.
This special place was once two separate libraries, but now one side is devoted to nonfiction and one to fiction.
We can move the bookshelves out of the way, and we can have a great Gatsby dance session happening right here where I'm sitting, or we can have a student on the stage presenting a poetry slam or a musical performance, which we've had those.
We use Mr. Evans, his staff, in this library almost like an innovation center. This is an area where teachers, students can have a voice. They can brainstorm ideas. They can talk about possibilities.
I like to read a lot, and he encourages me a lot to write sort of a blog about it, sort of review books and say what I think, since that's something I really like to do. So they're always just there for me, trying to help me figure out what I do in life and how I can best use my talents to achieve that.
A lot of the professional development that we've done, even for staff this year, was student-led, because we have found students that love specific things, and we just empower them and give them the tools that they need and let them go, and they're teaching our staff.
I would like other students to know that you don't have to absolutely love to read to love a library. A library is a community, it's a place to have interest for everyone. There's something for everyone here.
Is just to be a place where our students want to come, where our teachers want to come, where they know that when they come to us with questions, that we're going to serve their needs to the best of our ability, or if we don't know the answer, that we're going to redirect them to that solution that they're looking for.
But I think when you take passionate people and you take eager kids, and when you mix those together, and the sky's the limit.
I'm not going to handcuff them. I'm not going to hold them back. I want them to go forward, and I'm going to support them in everything they do.
Make sure your kids are going to the library. That's what I would tell administration. Go in your library and see how many kids are going there. And if your kids aren't going to the library, it's just a space.
Maybe the conversation should be, how can we better prepare students for the future by creating lifelong learning experiences for them in these spaces.